Today we are talking about the 1996 P. Washington quarter from the United States, and why some of these coins are worth a lot of money. You may think a quarter is only worth 25 cents, but the real value today can be much more than that for certain versions of this coin. I will explain easy words, real current values, and real auction results so you know what to look for. By the end of this video, you will understand how the value changes from a regular coin to a rare and expensive collectible. Some rare ones have sold for hundreds of dollars, and even over $1,000 for special examples with mistakes or perfect condition. Let's begin with what makes this coin special and why collectors want it. The 1996 P. Washington quarter was made in the year 1996 at the Philadelphia Mint, and the small letter P on the coin tells us this. Since a lot of these quarters were made, most of them are not rare at all and were used every day. The United States Mint produced many of these coins, over 925 million pieces, so finding one is easy but finding a valuable one is rare. A normal 1996 P quarter in regular condition is still worth 25 cents to most people because that is its face value, and collectors usually do not pay much more for a worn coin. When a coin is in very nice and uncirculated condition, people who collect coins will pay more. We call that condition mint state, or MS. A 1996 P quarter that has not been used and has almost no marks on it can sell for more than a regular quarter. Some of these have been sold at auctions where collectors buy and sell coins. For example, a coin graded MS-65 has been sold at auction for around $16 in the past. That shows that even a coin just in nice shape can have more value than face value, but it is still not extremely high for most. If a coin is in even higher uncirculated condition, like MS-66, it can sell for around $14, and a special top example graded MS-68 has been sold for about $411.25 at auction. These numbers show that the better a coin looks, the more money it can be worth. People who collect coins look at the surface, the shine, and the details very closely. If a coin looks almost perfect, it will be worth more. There is even a record that a very high-quality 1996 Washington quarter graded extremely well was reported by collectors at values much higher, even up to thousands. But those are rare cases and depend on authentication and market demand. You should know that most standard 1996 P quarters are still worth only their face value unless they are in special condition or have something unusual about them. Many people have searched their change and found that the coin is worth just 25 cents, or maybe a couple dollars if it is cleaner and looks nicer than most others. This is because so many were made and most are easy to find. Now let's talk about error coins. These are coins that have small mistakes made when the coin was stamped. These mistakes are not normal, and when they happen, they are not planned by the mint. Error coins can be exciting because they can sometimes be worth much more than regular coins. A famous collector site shows that a 1996 quarter with the wrong planchet or double die can be worth up to $2,000 or more depending on how rare and how obvious the mistake is. One type of mistake is called a doubled die. This is when part of the design looks doubled because the die struck the coin more than once in a slightly different position. A doubled die on a 1996 P. Washington quarter can show doubling of letters or parts of Washington's portrait. These kinds of coins have been known to sell for anywhere from $50 up to $500 or more if the doubling is clear and the coin is in good condition. Another kind of error is called the wrong planchet. This means the metal blank used for the quarter was not the correct metal or size. These mistakes are rare and collectors pay good money for them. A wrong planchet error coin from 1996 has been known to sell for values that can reach around $150 to $2,000 or more depending on condition and buyer interest. An off-center strike is when the coin blank is not centered under the press when it was struck, so part of the design is missing on the coin. These error coins are valued based on how much of the design is off-center. If only a small part is off-center, it might be worth a bit more than face value. But if a large portion is missing, some of these have been known to sell for $80 up to $500 or more at auction depending on condition and how dramatic the off-center error is. Another type of error that can increase value is called a clipped planchet where part of the metal blank was cut off before the coin was struck. These mistakes occur when the blank was improperly cut and can be rare and interesting to collectors. These error coins are sometimes worth more than normal, again depending on visibility, rarity, and demand. When coins have these errors and are also in high-grade condition, their value can go even higher at auctions or collector markets. It is important to know that the real value is not only about the mistake, but also how clean and well-preserved the coin is. A badly worn error coin will not sell for as much as a crisp and sharp one. That is why grading by an expert service is often needed to prove the quality and real value of the coin before it sells at a good price. The grading service gives an official number like MS65, MS67, or MS68 that buyers trust when paying high prices. It is also important to know that some coins with errors might be advertised online for very high prices, like claims of more than $5,000 or $6,000, but sellers sometimes list rare or unusual numbers to get attention. The real value is what buyers have actually paid at auctions or in verified sales, and those values tend to be lower unless the coin is very rare, perfect, and authenticated by a trusted grading company. Auction records we have show that even high-grade uncirculated 1996 P-quarters sell for a range of prices, with the top examples selling for a few $100s, and special error coins far less common reaching higher ranges in rare circumstances. Coins that have been certified by grading companies with very high grades and also have rare mint errors are the ones that perform best at auctions. Some professional coin buyers will pay more for coins that are slabbed and graded because this proves their condition and authenticity. Without grading, sellers may only get a small premium for an error coin compared to one that is graded and proven to be rare and perfect. When you look at current values today, the regular 1996 P-quarter is worth 25 cents in most everyday situations. Uncirculated examples without errors can be worth from a few dollars up to around $10 or $15 in normal markets. Excellent examples with high grades can reach $400 or more in auctions, and rare error coins in top condition can sell for hundreds or over $1,000 depending on the specific mistake and collector demand. In the end, if you have a 1996 P Washington quarter, most likely it is only worth face value or a small collectible premium. But if you find one that is uncirculated with no wear and has a visible error like a double die, off-center strike, wrong planchet, or clip, you may be holding something that could be worth real money on the collector market. The best way to know is to have it examined by a coin expert and maybe submitted for professional grading so you know its true quality and market value.